how uni's basically been like a massive pile of wank. Not because of the whole uni bit, more just the bit where we spent all these years being total losers.
We're not that bad.
We're nobodies. Proper nobodies. I'm all fat and gobby. You're all weird and, you know. Well, no offence, but you are quite gay.
I am gay.
Exactly.
Definitely, 100%.
The point is, we're never off to be standard cool, are we? We're just not. Because they're all like thin and into literature and being smart and not being a massive puff.
Just normal size.
Yeah, cheers, Ben. Rub it in.
No, that's not what I meant.
The point is, if we carry on like this, we'll be losers forever, and we don't have to be. We just need a thing.
Oh my flipping
I know.
God.
Bongos.
Show us then.
I am showing you. This is what I'm showing you, this.
Show us some, like, bongoing.
I can't do that, Ben.
This was your
On account of
idea?
I can't actually play them yet, the bongos.
Ooh.
I know, I saw them in the hospice shop and the woman in there wanted rid, so people kept on going in there, playing them dead loud. It was doing her head in.
Was that just you?
What do you mean?
Was that just you going in and playing them dead loud?
Probably, who gives? Anyway, I thought 15 quid? I'm having them, yoink, got them here. So, we're fucking doing it, aren't we? A band. You and me doing a band, right? This band,
No,
this
no,
band.
I'm not doing the
Yeah,
band.
come
It's a
on,
stupid idea.
Don't be boring.
You're getting stupid ideas.
Evening.
Hello.
What can I get you?
Not really sure. I don't usually drink in the pub. I mostly drink on my own.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, most people freak out when I tell them that, and I'm like, well, why? I mean, think about it. Drunk me is probably the worst version of myself. Like, my drunk mouth would be spitting all over you, be getting all sentimental, and then saying something like, I really love you. You're my best friend.
Right.
Although, here's an idea. Try not getting too drunk.
Well, I did go and see Gary Barlow in concert before Christmas, and I was like, I love you, Gary! You saved my life! Take me home with you! And I was running around the stores just hoping to get a closer glimpse of him and that he'd come off the stage, he'd give me a big hug, and then he'd say, what's your name? Why don't you join me on the stage?
Right.
I love Gary Barlow.
Oh, everyone loves Gary Barlow.
I drink to make people seem more interesting.
Yeah. Me too.
Wait. What were you doing in Green Park the other night?
No, Shona, I'll unmatch it and find my phone if you don't stop stalking me. Come on now, you're like a creepy
I'm
uncle.
not stalking you, I'm just wondering where you are so I can sleep at night. I mean, what were you doing there?
I just went for a walk.
At 10 p.m. at night?
Yes, after the cinema.
Oh, who'd you go to the cinema with?
Oh, sure, no one, Shona. Who have I to go to the cinema with?
That makes me sad.
Yeah, but it's true, isn't
Well,
it?
I'll go to the cinema with you. What did you watch?
I saw a big porno with all the young lads riding the holes off each other.
Look, just don't go walking around at night by yourself. It stresses me out. You might get raped or murdered or something.
Oh, trying to be a fine thing.
Jesus, why would you say
Jesus,
that?
I shouldn't have said that. That was too dark.
wood.
Touch wood, okay? I won't say it again.
Look, I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Oh, thank you, master.
Do you know much about theoretical physics?
Pass.
Quantum mechanics?
Pass.
So, quantum mechanics focuses on the quantum realm. Atoms, molecules.
Right.
It's vital.
This is really sexy, by the way.
The point being...
I had an amazing time tonight, and I'd really like to spend the night with you. I'd really like to spend the night with you.
But now we've got string theory.
If you'd rather I didn't, you just have to say.
And the exciting thing about string theory is it potentially bridges the gap between relativity and...
You haven't answered either of my
A
questions.
byproduct of every single one of these theories is the possibility that we're part of the multiverse and that several outcomes can coexist simultaneously.
Genuinely turning me on, by the way.
In the quantum multiverse, every choice, every decision you've ever and never made exists in an unimaginably vast ensemble of parallel universes.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything I've ever done.
Everything you've ever and never done. And if every possible future exists, then the choices you do and do not make will determine which of these futures you actually end up experiencing.
We think you have a problem.
What are you talking about?
You're addicted to tea.
Tea? Seriously?
The other day, I heard you say I don't feel right unless I have my cup of tea.
Oh, come on, everyone.
Your teacher says you're drinking it in his lectures.
Yeah, but you need a cup to get through his lectures.
Need? Do you even hear yourself?
I don't have a problem.
When you started drinking it, it was for fun. We all were.
One with the Sunday papers.
One to wash down the hobnob whilst watching Gogglebox.
Yeah.
But now it's one to get you going in the mornings.
He's drinking it in the mornings.
Breakfast tea?
What, 5 cups before lunch?
And when you take your first sip, you make this noise.
I can handle it, all right?
Your behaviour has changed.
You become really aggressive.
No, I haven't.
Really? You didn't scald the pot.
That's too weak.
That's too sweet.
That's too cold.
And it's affecting your health.
Your teeth have started to change colour.
You burnt your tongue the other day.
That's my choice, okay? It's not as if I'm hurting anyone else.
We don't think you should see your grandmother anymore.
Why not?
She's an enabler.
She's 86.
She's too far gone, but you still have a chance.
I can't just cut it off, okay? It's not like turning off a tap. I'll get mild headaches.
We understand. That's why we're lowering the dosage.
Too late for me.
We're going to start you off on green tea.
Oh. No.
Then peppermint.
Please.
And I'm sorry. But it's going to have to be chamomile.
Chamomile? It tastes so cold with water.
Oh, there, your mum.
My bladder. I'm bursting. I need a piss. I'm sorry. Someone's taking a shit. What do you expect me to do about it?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go piss in the ash bucket.
Ash bucket? Oh, God, no, that's just a bucket.
Okay, well, I'll creep up to the bucket.
No. You can't move.
What am I supposed to do? I can't hold it in.
Well, if you really can't hold it in, I guess you'll just have to piss yourself, won't you?
You're telling me to piss myself?
Yep. If you can't hold it in, piss yourself.
Is this what it's come to?
Yes. Do it quietly.
Great. And what am I supposed to do after I piss myself? Fuck myself? Eat myself? God, you're such a...
Are you doing it already?
Yes, I'm doing it already. Oh, I'm so pathetic. The second you tell me to piss myself, I've already started the procedure. This is what you've done. You've ground down my sense of self-worth over the years. I hope you're proud.
When are you going to stop?
Oh, not for a bit.
Stop. You're making a puddle.
I can't stop.
Stop. Oh, God, this has got to be a dream. Nothing this bad can ever happen in reality.
Look. Sorry. I have a really stupid question to ask, and particularly in view of our recent shopping excursion. But I just wondered if, by any chance, I mean, obviously not. I'm just some kid who's only slept with 9 people. But I just wondered. I really feel, in short, to recap in a slightly clearer version, the words of David Cassidy. In fact, whilst he was still with the Partridge Family, I think I love you. And I just wondered if by any chance you wouldn't like to, No, of course not. I'm an idiot. He's not. Excellent, fantastic. Lovely to see you.
You're not a slut.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but so what if you're a bit slutty?
Well, exactly.
Why should we have to apologise for that?
I'm not apologising.
Too right.
Men don't have to apologise.
Men are celebrated for their bountiful sexual encounters.
Whereas me, how dare I derive pleasure from casual carnal liaisons? I should just be, sitting quietly, reading a magazine, because I'm a girl.
A girl, and I'm so cute.
I totally aspire to be a prepubescent model in an ad campaign.
Wearing a vest.
Oh, please, Mr. Photographer. Please, can I just relate to you while you tell me all about your awesome career hanging out with all the models?
I really want to hear all about it.
You have such an amazing life.
Please exploit my flawless youth and touchable body. Oh, and please maybe give me some tips on how to stop my man from leaving.
Yeah, can you give me some hot sex tips, please? I really need them.
Please give me an insight into what men find sexy. Because we just don't hear about that kind of thing enough.
It won't be what you think.
Pink fluffy handcuffs.
Light bondage.
Come gently on the penis.
Worship the penis.
Bow down before the penis and give thanks.
We should, tackle this shit. Tackle it head on.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tonight? have this urge to know every single possible thing about him. Well, everything. I ask him what he had for dinner last night and how many cigarettes he smoked today and whether he had a bath or a shower this morning, and it's like it's not enough to know all of this. I want to learn it. I want to learn him perfectly. I want to learn his face and his smiles and the way he breathes when he's scared but trying not to be. I want to learn what makes him tick and what makes him happy, which is hard because it's hard enough making yourself happy, let alone making another human happy. But with him, I want to. I don't think I ever wanted to learn before. But John, he makes me want to learn. Want to learn to be better.
We do that sometimes, remember? We won't cut each other any slack.
If you're being a jerk or an arrogant son of a bitch, I will tell you.
If you're being a pain in the ass, which is 90% of the time, I have no issue telling you or hurting your feelings. So, this is going to take work. But I want you. Not for today, not for tomorrow, every day. You and me. Think about your life. 20 years from now, 50 years from now. What do you see? If it's with that guy, then go. I lost you once. I suppose I could do it again. Just don't take the easy way out. Answer me one question. Forget me, forget your fiancé, forget your parents, forget what you're meant to do. What about you? What do you want?
It's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
I'm saying over and over.
Yeah, I talk and you listen. I don't care what you can give me. I don't care if you've got a job or if you're from a good family or you're on the right track. I don't care about any of that stuff. And whatever my dad told you about not being good enough for me, I want you to forget about all of that. Because I love you, Jack.
You love me?
Yeah, I do. You and I, we're gonna have the big moments, and we're gonna have the small moments. We're gonna have it all together.
I can't believe you beat me to saying I love you.
You better believe it.
I love you so much, and don't you ever forget it.
I can't stay long.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got to be somewhere. This is just on the way to where
I see.
just thought I'd stop by on the off chance you'd be here.
Want a drink?
No, because like I said, I've
Got to be somewhere. No, of course.
Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
For what?
Leading you on.
Is that what you think you did?
Oh, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a game.
What?
A game.
Oh, really?
Of course. What me and you did together, the role play. It was a game. Fantasy. Like I said, just a game.
And about you being a virgin?
Complete rubbish. I've been with plenty of people.
Okay.
I had you fooled, huh?
Yeah, you sure did.
I guess I'm better at that game than you thought.
Yeah, you really had me fooled. And when you said you loved me,
Love you. How could I love you? We've known each other for a few months. That would be stupid.
right?
You have nothing to worry about.
I mean, I wasn't worried.
I wasn't pining for you or anything.
Good.
It was good.
Oh, it was.
Sure. But that's not who we really are, is it? And all fantasies have to come to an end, don't they? We can't live our lives playing them, can we?
No, of course not.
You have to get real eventually.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Eventually.
So that's what I wanted to tell you.
I'm glad you cleared that up for me.
Anyway, I really should be going.
Of course.
This has been fun.
Yeah. Maybe I will see you around.
Maybe. Goodbye.
Wait! Two people meet.
Okay.
Yeah. They've never seen each other before, but when they do meet, purely by chance, they get this feeling that they know each other from somewhere. I don't know, like a dream or something. One is young, impulsive, and probably a bit naive to think that love will be easy. The other is a fool. Because when the chance for love comes, she just turns and runs. She's afraid to feel something real for once in her life.
They both sound pathetic.
They are.
Where'd they meet?
In a pub, in the afternoon. Neither had plans of any importance. They were just two people who met by chance and agreed to grab a drink.
And maybe dinner. After.
I'd like to know that your love is love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow?
I'm knackered. I can't sleep because Henry's depressed. He's good, and I'm there for him. I am. I really am. I'm actually there for him like 100%. Like, last night he didn't want to go home because his wallpaper is actually quite triggering. So I said that he could stay around, but Mum won't let us sleep in the same bed, so I was on the floor in the corridor, and that's fine. I don't mind that because that's what love is, isn't it? Love is sleeping outside by the toilet because your boyfriend is sad. But like, I couldn't help but think, like, lying there on the rug like a dog. I'm fucking up uni because of lots of reasons. I have a depressed boyfriend, which is fine. Like I say, that's what love is, sacrifice, and I don't mind that, but like, I look at my mum, and my mum worked while my dad wrote a book, and I wonder if she ever wanted to write her book. And I look at Henry, and Henry is depressed, and it's not my fault that he's depressed, but I'm going to become my mum. I mean, I want to do things, be things, but love expects something different. Henry expects something different. I don't want to spend my whole life being carried by someone else's success, but maybe that's what love is.
Hello, Matt. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah.
These are my boys, Ratty and the Nonce.
Hello. Yeah, I've heard about you two.
Yeah, he's got loads of other nicknames, not just the Nonce. Go on, pipe up.
Yeah, fantastic, minge and bracket, clitoris all sorts.
Shit nuts, Harold shit mum, AIDS. Cock dodger, cock smuggler, cock sucker. Yeah, you've got a dick licker, a Turkish rim job.
Quimment rhino, Quimmy Savile.
The growler, prowler, Billy the cunt.
Shit for brains, shithead, your mum's shit.
Michael Parkin bum, Bone Alone, Long Dong Silver. Jamie Redknapp. So you took my advice. You came down for the pussy, yeah?
Sorry, guys. I'm only here for a couple.
Oh, come on, it's all right. I'm off duty, it's free of charge.
Okay. I'm a little scared of you.
You don't need to be scared.
Do I know you?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd remember me, Al. You were so popular.
You're Nina's friend. Fuck, you're Nina's friend.
So you did notice me after all. I'm surprised. I wasn't super fuckable in college, so I thought I kind of slipped your attention.
What do you want? Money. You blackmail me, you can have anything.
No, I don't need money. I want you to tell me what you did.
You talking about?
What do you think I'm talking about?
I didn't do anything. We were kids.
If I hear that one more time...
Look, maybe she regretted it.
Oh yeah, she regretted
but
it.
I didn't do anything.
Wrong.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I did not...
What?
You know... rape her.
No? She could barely keep her head up. She had no idea what was going on.
It was a party. I mean, yeah, we were all drunk, but she was into it.
Didn't look like she was into it on the video.
What video?
Oh, you don't remember? Your friend Joe taped it.
I will give you anything. I'll do anything.
Don't cry.
I was affected too, you know. It's every guy's worst nightmare to get accused like that.
Can you guess what every girl's worst nightmare is?
You're insane.
You know what? I honestly don't think I am.
You're telling me you never killed anybody before?
I didn't say that. There have been times when I've had to. Tonight was different. Tonight just felt wrong. You see that fucker at the bar? I ought to kill him. I ought to cut his fucking head off.
That'd be a mistake. Look who's talking. You kill that guy, and they're going to slap your ass right back in jail, Otis. People have seen you here today.
You still like to kill him, though.
I bet you would.
I'd like to kill somebody.
Say that again.
I'd like to kill somebody.
You know, if you shoot someone every time you kill somebody, it becomes like your fingerprints, see? But if you strangle one, stab another, and one that you cut up and one that you don't, the police don't know what to do. They think you're 4 different people. What they want, what makes their job so much easier is pattern. What they call a modus operandi. It's Latin. But you didn't know any Latin, did you, kid?
Big fucking deal. Sorry, Henry.
It's like a trail of shit, Otis. It's like the blood droppings from a deer you shot. And all they've got to do is follow those droppings. And soon enough, they're going to find their deer. So why do we use a gun? You can use a gun. I never said you can't use a gun. Just don't use the same gun twice.
I sent you a text.
I know.
You've not texted me back.
I know.
What does that mean?
It means I know that you sent me a text.
I didn't know where you were.
Why are you being so tetchy? I was at work. What's wrong? What's the matter?
Mary, I'm really sorry, but I had sex with Alison.
Alison O'Connor?
Yeah.
She's going bald.
What?
I thought she was going bald. Well, how many times? How many times did you have sex with her, Roland?
Once.
Once?
Yes.
Speak up.
Yes, I was helping her with something.
Is it serious?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
No, I need some time to think about
Oh,
it.
you need time to think about it.
Preferably, yes.
Does this mean you're moving out?
Up to you, really.
If it were up to me, Roland, you wouldn't have fucked Alison O'Connor.
Calm down.
Fuck you, actually. I've never been happy living with you, just so you know. And that was exactly the point.
You're just being completely overdramatic.
Will you let me finish what I am saying?
No, because what you're saying is rubbish.
Let me finish.
Oh my God.
Nick, will you let me finish what I am saying?
Go on then.
What?
Go on then.
What?
Say what you were going to say.
I can't even fucking remember. Well, if you hadn't have interrupted me, I wouldn't have forgotten.
So it's my fault?
Yes.
All my fault?
Yes, Nick, wallow, you self-indulgent wanker. You are the victim of the world.
Everything in the world is my fault. You forgot what you were going to say. My fault. Blame it all on me.
I do blame you for everything, Nick. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, I can't fucking stand you.
Well, we can't go on like this.
Here we go with the overdramatics again, Vicky. Why not start crying? Why not get hysterical? Why not paint the house in your blood to show how much you suffer?
Shut up, Nick!
Shut up, Vicky.
Oh, you're such a child.
I have said sorry day and fucking night. I don't even breathe anymore. I just murmur sorry. I snore sorry. I eat fucking humble pie and choke on lumps of sorry. I shit. Sorry, Vicky. Sorry. And you know, the worst part is you think this is all so dramatic and amazing and it makes you so wonderfully wronged and beautiful and that you belong in some shitty film when actually it just makes you sad, pathetic, ugly and boring.
Oh, that hurts so much. Cut right to the bone.
And you know, the worst part is that you think this is new when actually this has happened to thousands of women for hundreds of thousands of years and they all react and sound and look like you. So actually this doesn't even make you special.
Oh, shut up, Nick!
You fucking shut up.
Why are you like this all the time?
Why am I like this all the
Hey, where's the 1 point of drinks gone, fam?
I tried out that sucking off that fruity bartender.
Probably.
Are you still looking at me, you know? I fucking dash you in your cuz.
Let's pour it ourselves.
Hey, come.
Wait, what is
I shut up, you don't even work here, you know? I shut up, you don't even work here. Hey, get out. Oh, you...
I see you at work, though, yeah. I see you at work Tuesday. Yeah, but, yeah, very funny, yeah, keep walking, yeah. Oi! Which way are you going, you mug?
Call you a mug?
Yeah, I called you a mug.
You're a fucking
Just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Leave her alone. I'm asking. You just fucking leave her. Push her down.
You're so patronising.
Trust you to use big words when you're pissed off. You have to talk to me,
Why?
because otherwise I'll have to start talking to people who actually like me.
Like you could find someone.
See? Who needs affection when I have blind hatred? Why'd you let him get to you?
Who?
That guy.
I hate him.
Clearly. But it's not like you to let a knob like that piss you off. Usually above it all.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Did he say something?
He calls you fruity.
Great.
I know it's stupid, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologising?
Well, I don't know.
It's not your fault. Just leave it. Maybe we could do it.
Do you what? Start a band.
Better than working here on a Friday night. Besides, you'd love it.
Oh, so now you think you know me?
I think I'm getting there.
You know, you're not as vile as I thought you were.
Oh.
Pussy is getting better. You'd think all the good ones have gone to uni, but no. They just keep coming back, like a never-ending conveyor belt of perfect pussy. I tried hard at school, but the teachers didn't give a shit, so when I failed my SATs, I just gave up homework and took up wanking instead. This'll ruin it for you. Look at your hand. Find a freckle. Think of your mother. Now every time you whack one off, you'll see your mum in your hand. Imagine you found a video of your sister on there. Legs bent over her head, getting pounded by a German fella. Could you carry on? No, neither could I. I got caught for doing that once. Not watching a video of my sister, obviously, just normal. Mum came in with a cup of tea. Trousers down, thingy in hand. Our eyes meeting in a mutual embarrassment. Thanks, Mum. Yeah, I'll see you at dinner.
Why? In truth? Because she's been sentenced to hang on the word of a cuckolded husband? Because her mother Janet says she was not accounted for on the night in question, but at Janet's house, weeping and frightened with a bloody nose? Because every card dealt to her today and for many years before has been an unkind one? Because she's been sentenced by men pretending to be certain of a thing of which they are entirely ignorant, and now we sit here imitating them, trying to make an ungovernable thing governable. I do not ask you to like her. I ask you to hope for her, so that she might know she's worth hoping for. And if you cannot do that for her sake, think instead of the women who will be in this room when that comet comes round again, and how brittle they will think our bones, and how ashamed they will be that we were given our own dominion and we made it look exactly like the one out there.
I'm tired of these sophistries. I'm tired of these right-wing fuckers. They wouldn't lift a finger themselves, and yet now they sit pontificating in Parliament, in papers, imputing our motives, questioning our judgments. And why? Because they need to feel a little bit better about themselves by putting down people whose jobs are so much harder than theirs. You only have to say the words social worker, probation officer, counsellor in this country for everyone to sneer. Do you know what social workers do every day? They clear society's drains. They take out the rubbish. They do what no one else will do and no one else is willing to do. And for that, Christ, do we thank them? No. We say, oh, fuck, if I had that job, oh, excuse me, no. If I was doing it, I wouldn't do it like that. And to that I say, fucking go for it. Try it. Why not, since you're so full of advice? Hold the families together. Stop the kids from stealing the streets. Break up the couples who are abusing each other. Why not? Anyone can play, but there's only one rule. You can't play for free. You have to buy in if you want to sit at the table. And if you don't want to use your own effort, your own time, then I'm sorry, fuck off.
I fucking love the circle line on the tube. Because in actual fact, the circle line isn't a circle at all. It's actually a square. And you know that map, the tube map, it's actually how the world should be, you know? The designer, he grabbed and he reshaped this singular, not to scale, inaccurate map of the world. By far the most beautiful. See how all the colours fit? You've got the red hour of the central line moving through the middle, making the eyes distinguish between north and south. And then you've got the black hour of the northern line piercing through the middle, east and west. And all those colours, they just seem to fit. And I just wish the rest of the world could be so easily redesigned, and compartmentalized and ordered so that it fits.
So, I guess this is it. I always thought, well, that doesn't matter now. I always thought that somehow, someday, I'd find out what I'm good for. But now, I guess I'm not good for anything. I guess I should say, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. No. Fuck it. If you feel even slightly sorry for me, then it is your fault. It's everyone's fault. It's my dad's fault, Mom. This is your fault. Everyone at school, all the students, the teachers, the principal, this is your fault. I want the guilt to eat you up. I want you to wonder what you should have done for the rest of your lives. What am I doing? No one's going to care. No one's going to notice. No one's going to miss me. No one's going to feel bad. You will all be happier.
I first had the idea that I was the son of God when I was 9. I'd just read the Bible. Not the whole Bible, not like cover to cover, but, you know, extensive dipping. Anyway, the more I read, the more it sort of made sense about how I was the second coming. Jesus Christ 2, the sequel. I mean, my mum, a virgin. Well, looking at her, you could certainly believe so. Check. Dad, not my real dad. We never really did have much in common. Check. Me leading a sad and tortured life where everyone hates me and I have to die for the good of humanity who'll all be sorry when I'm gone. Check. But then, I tried to cure a leper. Well, a kid with really bad eczema. It didn't work. He just bled. A lot. There are loads of other examples, like the time I thought I had found a cure for blindness in biology class because I can see things with my eyes closed. Or the time I thought I may have inadvertently started a war between Korea and the Isle of Sheppey with some stuff I'd written on my blog. My point is this. It's normal to be the center of your own world, star of your own head. I don't just star in my head. I kind of suffocate all other forms of life. But now, I actually have the opportunity to be some kind of star.
He's got her right where he wants her. In the back of his limo, talking about his tour, about his ideas. She's looking at him with her big brown eyes. In about 20 minutes, they'll be in his suite, and they'll talk for a bit. Maybe they'll talk for hours about life, work. She'll start to trust him. They'll feel safe and warm with each other. They'll agree to sleep together, but they won't do anything. Then, by 6 a.m., they'll be doing the beast with 2 backs. It's human nature. She can't control herself. And he can't control himself. The mission on Earth has been completed for 1 more day. There's only one answer to all of this. Forget them.
I'm trying to understand something. Why is it that when I talk about things that make me happy, you always get down? Whenever I talk about things that upset me, you always get so involved. Do you want me to be miserable in my life? It seems the only way we can have any relationship is when things are bad. I don't want things to be bad. I want to talk about good things. I want to hear you tell me good things. Why is that so hard for you? Do you realize every time I come over here, you have nothing nice to say? You're always moaning and complaining about your boyfriend, your apartment, your work. It's like you've got nothing nice going on, it seems. It's like the only way you can exist and communicate is by raging against something. Doesn't that exhaust you? It takes more energy to be miserable than it does to be happy. Try being happy and stop playing the victim all the time.
I don't. I mean, what the hell else have I got to do with myself, right? Bored stiff, loafing around all day. I'm just tired. No reason to get up in the mornings. No interests to keep me going. Do you know, I never realised what a boring person I was till I had all this extra time on my hands. Never liked sports. Never took an interest in those art things. Can't stand politics. What else is there? Science. Maybe science. But even that gets on my nerves. Everything feels so limiting. Isn't that horrible? I know it's me. There's something wrong with me. I can't seem to connect with anything or anyone. I try, but it's empty. Because I'm empty. What makes my life worth keeping on? For all the things I've done. What gives me the right to even try and be any better? I know I shouldn't talk this way, but I can't help wondering what's in my life that makes it worth living.
I always wondered what it would be like to be grown up. I thought, eat as much cake as I like, stay up as late as I want, and say no to everything if I wanted to. And of course, I did. Things don't always turn out the way you plan. Just think people will live forever, don't you? They're getting old or sick or dying. Doesn't happen. My friend Janet, they don't tell it. My father told me that mayflies live for 24 hours. Janet was a mayfly. I'd like to think that Janet's gone to heaven, or that she's turned into a little fairy at the bottom of the garden. Sometimes when things get really bad here, I imagine I'm with her. We're running through the clouds. Leukemia? Such a small word for such a big thing.
I remember the soft click of the door closing, as if you were going to work or popping to the shops, as if you'd be right back. I counted 30 seconds till you started the car, 30 seconds to change your mind. It's right, what you said. I didn't do anything. I didn't try to stop you. I just let you go with 2 suitcases on New Year's Eve. I stood in that window all night with the lights out. I just kept thinking about our last moments with Jacob at the hospital, with you on one side of the bed and me on the other. Someone saying that they're going to disconnect him now. How long? How long do we have? A few minutes, a quarter of an hour at most? And I heard myself thinking, this isn't the time to cry. And I held him tight. Oh, I held him tight for the first time in weeks, without any of the tubes coming out of his body, without the sucking sound of the respirator, the peeping of the heart monitor, just him and me. 2 bodies against each other. And I could feel his chest rising and falling, his fingers in mine. Warm blood. Beating blood. And the world stood still. In that moment, I felt completely whole. Just me and him. 9 minutes. In the end, it it turned out to be 9 minutes.
I keep things in. Things, emotions. My emotions. I know that's probably not a good thing. Life's made me that way, I guess. I have a tendency to show no emotion when I am feeling emotion. I just have a hard time opening up to someone. I get closed off. I feel that being emotional in front of someone kind of makes me weak and vulnerable, and I have a hard time with that. You know, being in that state of vulnerability. It's not a place where I like to be because I feel like I'm not in control. And when I'm not in control, I get anxiety. I do want to be more vulnerable, but at the same time, I want to stay protected. I feel torn. Every time I take a risk, I get hurt. I'm not sure if I want to keep taking those risks.
There's a dark side to my brain. I have these thoughts sometimes that aren't good. I don't want anyone else to succeed but me. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. I don't mind if people succeed, just as long as they don't succeed more than me. I don't go out my way to hurt anyone or wish anyone bad. But I've noticed that in the deeper part of my mind, things tend to get blurred between my good nature and truly not giving a damn about whoever I've carried over to that quiet, cold, shadowed part of my consciousness. I'm trying to find a way of putting some kind of gate on that section of my brain. I don't like the feelings I get that creep up on me. Actually, here's the thing. I do like the feelings I get. I do. But that's what I want to block them out, the thoughts, because I don't want to get cloudy or lost traveling around there. I don't want to get trapped.
Tony Kurtz is my hero. He and his colleague Andreas Hinterstoicer climbed all over the Alps. Together, they took on the last great unclimbed wall, the north face of the Eiger. Everyone said it was impossible. For 4 days, the boys climbed. Little dots on a wall of rock, up and up, dancing past places where climbers had failed before, and they nearly made it. On the 5th day, they were caught in an avalanche. Hinterstoicer fell. Tony Kurtz is left alone, dangling over an overhanging cliff. Rescuers manage to get very close to him, but they can't reach him. Their ropes aren't long enough. There's nothing they can do, and there's only 40 feet between them and a crowd of thousands watching in the village below through binoculars. But it doesn't matter how many people can see him. Tony Kurtz is all alone, and he fought, and he fought. He survived a whole night hanging. He climbed the rope with a frozen hand. He tried. He cursed. He hung. He fought until he couldn't fight anymore. And he called down, soft and clear as a night bell, "Ich kann nicht mehr." I can't go on. Beautiful.
This fucking dream. I'm raised up on the 4th plinth at Trafalgar Square, and I've got gaffer tape here and here, and I'm wearing skyscraper heels. And I am dancing, writhing, and the whole of Trafalgar Square is mesmerized by me. Businessmen, tourists, fucking pigeons. And every man is hard for me. Cocks all over the city are filling with blood for me.
Suddenly we're in America, and I'm on top of the Empire State Building. I'm the woman in King Kong, the original, not the remake. And my dress is torn. Part of my breast is exposed. He squeezes me. He breathes this hot, wet gorilla breath that smells of blood and drenches my body. No one watches now. It's just me and Kong. I know the end of the world is coming, but before it comes, he is gonna take me, break me, end me. I panic. I wake up. I reach for him. Instinctively, I reach for James. Then I remember he's gone, and I wonder when I'm gonna stop doing this. I think about hurting myself and laugh at the amount of time I spend thinking about hurting myself. But no, I'll never do anything about it because I'm a coward. Think about James. I wonder if he's dreaming.
Bye.